Hey everybody, today we are looking at the Macaw. This is the GT600s. This is the successor to the GT100. This is a light years leap forward ahead compared to that pair. I did get to try this pair, and I did get to try the other pair, which was a loaner. This pair was sent to me by Apos Audio. Full disclosure, I'm going to tell you what I think of it regardless of whether something is given to me or whether I buy it. I'm going to point out the pros and the cons of something. I tend to go to the more bright side of something, because if something is incredibly horrible, usually I feel that it's not worth my time unless it's defective and it's something and I want to save you guys from something. I'm not going to do a rotten review on it, because that's just wasting our time. You don't want to hear me complain about something. Are there any cons to this? I didn't like the yellow filters. That's basically the con that I can think of. I found that the treble filters, which are the ones at the top, I found that I didn't like those. These have excellent treble as is, and it has a sparkle to it, and we'll get into that in a second. These have a unique sound signature I have not come across, and I don't know who tuned these for Macaw, but bravo. Well done. It's unusual, and it's not saying that I don't like the other ones that I've tested that are V-shaped, and ones that are balanced, and some of the ones that are neutral. This is unique. This has the mids. I mean, I have notes over here. I took notes on my other phone, and I want to make sure I have everything correctly, as I want to give you guys the best I can. Okay, so I wrote that these have a superb sound quality with a great vocal presence and has very good timbre in the voice. So it has good punchy bass in the mid bass and an excellent sub bass depth. So you're getting a very nice punchy bass, and when something has sub, then it just has a lot of nice bite to the sub bass. These are far from a bass cannon. Definitely it is a superb sounding IM. The mids are quite balanced, not quite flat, but pretty close, where the vocals are not pushed forward either. It's not shouty. There was a sparkle in the highs, and yet it is not a V shape, so that's a very unusual sound signature. I mean, really. Ultimately, excellent construction, unlike anything I've seen in a long time. A very small housing with a very nice presentation, and excellent accessories, and that's what I wrote about it. There were no cons other than the filter. I didn't like the yellow filter, and I didn't like the bass filter either. It did up the bass by some decibels, but it was at a sacrifice to the mids. I recommend just keeping the silver filters on them. They're perfect the way they are. It's the way they were tuned for. Let's look at the chart that comes with it. As you can see, this is a very unique sound signature. You get a very balanced signature flow all the way through. Look at the specs here. It's 98 decibels. It's only 16 ohms, but it's 98 decibels. It's 10 to 40 kilohertz, and 35 grams is. It has a nice little heft to it, but because they're so small, they fit in your ear and they are quite comfortable. I literally wore these for a 3-hour testing, which I fell asleep for the last hour and woke up and my ears weren't hurting or anything, so they are quite comfortable. And we'll get to also some questions that I get asked a lot and too. The 98 decibels means that these will definitely benefit from an amp or a DAC. Cell phone will run them, obviously 16 ohms, but to really get full potential, I would recommend having a DAP, a digital audio player, or some type of external DAC amp like I have. I have a USB stick, and I have the OWN behind me, and I just lost one of my silicone tips. These are the smalls. They keep falling out of the thing. No big deal. So you get all these accessories. You get the nice pouch. You get all the tuning nozzles, which other people may absolutely love. Remember, sound is subjective. I can only give you my opinion. I can't let you borrow my ears. And then say, here's my ears. This is what it sounds like. What do you think? I think it sounds fantastic. Really, I'm just blown away by this cable. Is excellent. Comes with the little Velcro bundler, so you're not going to have it all tangled up. Big, nice, thick aluminum, reinforced right here. Aluminum splitter right here. Nice big aluminum splitter with reinforcement as well. It's going to be a very durable cable. This is a quite thick ear thing, but yeah, it's very comfortable, soft. I found these comfortable, like I said, for hours at a time. Now, here's the questions I keep getting asked. Is it good for gaming? As my notes, there is superb detail. There was extra separation, and it was very airy between the instruments. A wide sound stage that I have not come across on anything that has been under, I don't know, $200-300. It had a sound stage like maybe a $1,000 IM. Not saying that there aren't better IMs out there, but for this price, this was phenomenal. The build is phenomenal. You get 2D glass right there. MMCX gold-plated connector. Even the tips that it comes with. Better quality than you usually get. Sometimes you get really like soft, mushy tips, and they're comfortable. But these are actually really nice, solid. Feels like an aftermarket tip. The cable feels like a cable that you would actually spend extra money on to add to your device. It does look a little smaller here. It is a standard MMCX cable. Another cable would fit. I don't know why you would want to put it on it, but because it doesn't need it, unless you did something to this cable. You're getting a nice presentation. You're getting nice accessories. Good quality. It is a flagship. It's tuned very unusual. Like I said, it's very hard. You get a lot of V-shaped earphones that do have the sparkle at the highs, but they're annoying. I find that these sparkle at just the right point where I don't find them annoying for long periods. You're getting a neutralish vocal area. It's not recessed. It's just neutral. It's more flattish, and it has a presence and timbre with exceptional details and vocals. Then you get into the bass. You get two different types of bass. You get a nice punchy mid bass, very rapid, great for rock music, and then the lower end, the sub bass, is superb for pop and hip hop and even hip hop jazz and stuff like that. So very, very unique sound signature. I don't have anything in my collection like this. These take their place on the field of honor, just because of the fact that they're built like a bloody tank, and they have a superb soundstage. And the accessories and everything. I've been getting a couple of flagships lately. Oh, and also, let's before I go, I'm going to try to keep this under the 15-minute mark. Before I go, the questions that are asked: is it good for gaming? I use these for gaming. They were actually pretty good for gaming. They have a lot of details. You can hear the footsteps. You can hear things. The bass is actually very, very good, and the sound stage is excellent. So gaming, yes. Maybe there's a better pair out there. I don't have any that are better for gaming. These weren't made for gaming, but they definitely work for me. People with smaller ears and nighttime listeners who fall asleep with their IMs. These are little, and they fit in your ear perfectly, and they fit all the way down in your ear, and they're comfortable. And I said that about the V90s, and the V90s are a very small IM. You've seen the pictures of the V90s next to the ZSX. They looked tiny. Well, here's the Macaw next to the V90. This is the V90, and this is the Macaw. These are little. Can I get a zoom in on that? Depending on the lighting, because of the glass. These are so little compared to the V90, which is not a big IM by any means. Still quite a comfortable IM too, by the way. So yeah, small ears, night listeners. The little ear port right there. You have to move ear in order to, when you have a dynamic driver. Gamers, there's your questions. I know I get asked those questions a lot. Definitely, these can be used for that. Like I said, they come with the filters. You get a yellow for treble, a black for a bass, and the silver is perfect for me, at least. Hey, it's up to you what you like. You want extra treble, go for it. You want the extra bass, go for it. Now, usually, around 150, but if you use the link down below from Appos, we're going to get you a big discount. Right now they're $79.99 at Appos. I'll leave the link down below so you can go there. They also come in this silver, by the way. Either one is nice. The stealthy black with the silver shine, or the shiny silver, excellent. Definitely, I would have to say this is a 4.9 out of 5. For me, at least. Don't say, hey, I didn't like these because so-and-so. My ears are different than yours. I think that these actually sound amazing for what they are. Very unique sound signature. If you're looking for something that sounds like Beats, obviously I can recommend a whole bunch of different things. These are going to give you a nice detailed sound with a nice sparkle at the top and a decent bite to the bass. Definitely unusual for something that isn't really quite V-shaped. And overall, you're getting an excellent presentation. The box opens up like a drawer. You get all of this stuff with it. And you're getting a flagship now for less than $80. So I sound like a QVC commercial. I'm sorry, but I'm actually quite impressed with these. I am so sorry that they slipped through my hands the first time around, but they're mine now, and these are definitely my nighttime listening ones from this point on. Before it was the Yinyo V90s, the Yinyo V2. It was quite a small IM too, but it doesn't hold the candle to this sound-wise. So, and build-wise, even though those are actually made out of metal too, nothing against those. They were a good pair, but these blow them away in details. Superbly blow them away in details. T1 and T3, these blow them away in details. Coming up on the 15-minute mark. I hope this video was informative, and please like the video and subscribe if you like the video. I want to bring you lots more videos. I got another video that I'm going to be shooting later for a cheaper IM. I mean, I'm not just going to stick in different... I want to give you different price ranges. I'm going to go from a $20 to a $100 to a... whatever in between. I don't have the budget for a $600 earphone, but I do try them at the shows, so if I can give you an answer to a question on something, if I've used it, I will definitely try to give you an answer to a question. Okay, this has been the GT600s by Macaw, and like I said, overall, I definitely 4.9 out of 5 stars. I don't usually give stars. I'm still trying to come up with a rating system that I want to do, because I like to do things differently, and I like things that are different, and these definitely have a different sound signature from anything I have so far. So they definitely take a place, and they have a welcome seat at my preferred earphone table. Thank you.